You're listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Find, follow, and like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and more. You can hear us across the U.S. and around the world on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Now, here are your favorite radio wives.
Hey everybody, it's Wednesday and I'm one of your wives, Cena.
And I'm Nicole.
We're back with a whole new season of the Wife Wednesday show, and you can now find us on every major podcast platform across the country.
That's right. So sit back, relax, and join us for this week's episode here on the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. All right, fact of the week, guys. We have in 1769, the La Brea Tar Pits in Los Angeles, California, was discovered, which I don't know about you, but when I read tar pits, it sounded like the ultimate hot tub, and obviously it would probably kill me, but also...
I mean, when your back ache, that hot feel real
literally
good.
Yes. Like burn my skin, baby. And then in 1958, the nuclear submarine USS Nautilus traveled under the Arctic ice cap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary.
That's absolutely terrifying. It being in a submarine, the thought of it is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
Like a battleship at all, there's like no room for you.
Full of semen.
Full of semen. And that is terrifying in itself.
This is your reminder to take your birth control.
Truth. Okay. There was a meme that it was like something about a child did something, and it was like a picture of this like this woman. She just like slams her fist down on her birth control and says snorts birth control. Oh my god. Oh.
So I guess, hi everybody. Welcome back to our episode.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed Sean Miss as much as we did.
We really enjoyed Sean Miss. When I first hit play on that episode and I heard Sean be like, happy Sean Miss or whatever he said.
Happy Sean Miss in July.
Yeah, I literally just smiled, and I smiled through the whole episode.
It was so
like,
fun.
Man, I miss them.
Yeah, I know.
Why didn't you guys move closer?
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not relocating, but it's okay to tell you to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, all right, Nicole, you've been gone for like a week. Why didn't you? We haven't even talked about your vacation, really.
Oh,
so
okay.
Why don't you dive into that?
I went on a vacation with my family. And when I say my family, I mean Josh and the boys, my mom and stepdad and brother, and then my sister and my brother-in-law. We all stayed in the same house. Kind of is terrifying for me because really I'm just more so now we all kind of get along very well. I'm just still slightly the black sheep of the family. Like my sister, she's like gray. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot of fun. We went to like Virginia Beach area. So honestly, it was so hot and muggy the whole time. I obviously hated that. We went to the beach. That was the only day I went to the beach, like to do things actively during the day. But it was like Titus and Silas fell in love. All they did was dig for seashells, clean them, put them in their bucket, and Titus found a baby jellyfish or no, a baby shrimp.
Aww.
Yeah. And they found clams and all kinds of stuff. It was fun. He kept finding
everything a child who loves bugs and digging would
love.
He
kept finding crab claws and wanting to keep them. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that ish in my car decaying.
Smelling.
So, no. But let's just say if my front yard could be a beach and my backyard could be a forest of wonder, Titus would be happy.
Paisley.
I'm laying down, Mother.
Okay. I just see a lot of cords.
I know. Good girl.
Anxiety.
But they had a lot of fun, and that made me happy. Like, Silas napped on the beach, and I'm like, that is like the ultimate cuteness for one. So.
I loved the picture you sent me of you and Titus for like the sunrise.
Yeah, Titus and I woke up. It was my mom's idea to wake up and go see the sunrise. She wanted to take Titus, and of course, Lindsay and I were going to go too. Titus and I were the only ones to wake up. So instead of being the mom that I wanted to be that just stayed there and went back to sleep and we didn't go see the sunrise, I took my son to see the sunrise at the beach.
Core memory.
Yeah, it was great. He didn't really care about the sunrise. He just cared about all the
beach
people running by us. And there was this one woman, she was like, "Good morning." And Titus was like, "Good morning." And as she like went by, he narrowed his eyes and went, "She was suspicious." I was like, what are you even talking about? She was the nicest one that has walked by us.
She is suspicious.
Literally. This child, I tell you what.
Child.
Yeah.
Probably because like she's like running. And
no, she was just walking too. Like it was
cheerful.
Yeah.
Sus.
It was just so funny. So that we did that. Josh and I introduced Josh to the melting pot. He had never been. And the night that we had our like little like alone time, I took him there and we just did like an experience. And it was the first time we didn't use broth. We used the cast iron. So it was kind of like a barbecuing kind of vibe. And it was really fun because our waitress, it was also her first night doing it alone.
Uh-huh.
So it was just fun.
Good.
And I got to have my
lavender
bees tea.
Yeah.
Heaven in a glass.
It slapped.
Yes.
She gets that every time we go to the melting pot. Every time.
I could have gotten alcohol and I chose not to.
The tea.
Yeah.
It's where it's at.
It's where it's at. And it has orange juice in it, which is like weird to me, and because you don't really taste the orange juice.
It's just a splash.
Yeah. But, chef's kiss. But I did want to mention about my vacation. I was also kind of numb the whole time to my feelings. Just mainly because, one, my period started and ended on vacation. And really, I just needed to make sure I didn't hurt anyone's feelings the whole time. Because I could have. And
obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Vacationing with a lot of people is hard.
It's very hard. It's the hardest with your family.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So, but I had a lot of fun. My mom and stepdad, they just got back last night, because they ended up going up to New York to their friend's cabin for a week. And I'm like, oh no. She was ready to come home. And,
I bet.
And my children were ready for her to come home.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I think that's all I have to say about vacation. Other than it was like a total mind reset for me. I came back and like work was different. Like how I was feeling at home was different. Like I'm sure it was just the anxiety of getting everything ready to go on vacation. Because I can't pack or do anything until the night before. Because I get anxiety of, I'm going to need that, but then I'm not going to want to unpack and all of everything. So it's been like that my whole life. I've always been the night before packer when it comes to going away.
Kind of same. Because you're like, well, I don't want to pack away my toothbrush. I'm going to need that. I don't want to pack away my hairbrush. I'm going to need that. Yeah. I also don't pack.
That's why I make lists, because then when it's time to pack, I can mark it off. All like, this is what I needed. Here it is. Blah blah blah.
But I think you sent me a TikTok last night or the other day about, it was like 100 days to change your life or something.
Yeah.
Because and I haven't
days to Halloween.
Yes, I haven't started it yet, and I'm
neither.
Obviously days behind.
No, it was just yesterday.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yesterday was the first day.
Okay, so maybe
back
after this
we can start that. I'm down.
I think the first day was like 10 things you want.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
We'll look at it again.
To accomplish.
Yeah, because it's 100 days until Halloween.
Yeah.
As of yesterday.
Love it.
Yeah.
Here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's supposed to be like the prime autumn fall time, and then you're in a good headspace by then. That is the point.
Yes.
Yes.
To deal with the holidays.
Well, yes.
So I have a little bit to talk about with work.
I'm here for it.
So I've had more responsibility at work because we've had staff shifting
a lot
around.
Of responsibility.
And I was overwhelmed at first, and there was something I was dreading, and it's actually better than I thought it would be. And I feel like my new coworker, my new manager, and I are like starting to come together as a team. I really wish that my beautiful Barb had not transferred to another branch.
Like everything happening at once. Bridget leaving to go to a different job, and then Barb going to a different branch.
I feel like I started a new job again in a way, and I'm like,
Cheyenne is still out.
Yeah. And that's an unforeseeable amount of time. Mm-hmm. But I think like we're finally, this past week was a much better week.
Yeah.
We're all like learning each other, getting along with each other. Not that we weren't getting along, but like we're getting used to each other in the way of the casual intimacy of being in the same room with someone for 8 hours a day.
Cena figured out the Bluetooth at work and played Greta Van Fleet the whole day.
I did. I was like
dreams there, baby.
I've been like looking up all these like clean playlists, and then like one day, good girl. One day we had I played Disney radio all day long. It was amazing.
Yeah. Anything to brighten a customer's day, because sometimes people, I'm saying this in all aspects.
I don't even think they can hear the radio half the time. Yeah. It's just for us.
Because I know as a customer service rep, people were assholes last week.
Listen.
Just saying.
Last week we all cosmically aligned and had our periods together. I don't know what happened. Like mine showed up. I was 156 days late.
Wow.
According to my app from the last time I had a real period.
You were going through things.
I was super stressed.
Because it kind of goes along with that, I think.
Yeah. However, I guess along that news, my husband has a new job and he's doing really well there.
And he's liking it.
And he's making friends.
Which is always the best thing, is to like your job.
Yes. And he's like, he told me the other day, he was like, I think I'm going to be the manager here eventually. And he's like, just the way it feels like.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot of, and what he does is he thrives working by himself.
Yeah.
We all understand this. Mm-hmm. And now that he's at the point where he does most of his day by himself.
Yeah.
And he can get, like with you, just get his stuff done.
Yes.
I mean, same with me, but mine depends upon customers coming in. Him, he's the reacher outer, on that way. So he can just get done what he needs to get done. Then I found out my one new coworker, I think I already told you this, is the daughter of a coworker we used to have.
Hold on.
I'm going to text you.
I feel like you told it me too. I just don't remember who. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did tell me.
And once I found out whose daughter she was, I was like, that it a lot of sense. And I'm like, you look like your mother.
Yeah.
But she's pretty cool. She's
pretty
cool. That's it. That's all I wanted to talk about with work, really. Other than that.
So, okay. Since we were talking about TikTok, let's talk about how my TikTok was over vacation suddenly flooded with fall, autumn, Halloween TikTok.
Same.
Not complaining about it at all. It was just weird. It was like one day it just was like, here's all of this.
Dun,
And talking about
dun,
stores like
dun,
having
dun,
merch, I'm like, is this old videos? Literally, Titus asked to watch that yesterday.
Really?
He's like, I want to watch Jack Skellington. I'm like, okay.
No
fine.
complaints.
Like, this is fine with me. But I was just like, why is it happening now? Like, because there's always that thing of after July, it's Halloween until Halloween.
And people are just so excited.
And like, yeah, and I'm here for it entirely. But it's tricking my mind into thinking it's cool outside.
And it is not.
Is not cool whatsoever. It's not humid like it was at the beach, which is on par.
Tits.
But also not comfortable. Like, I was in a mood.
Oh, wow. Shocker.
Yeah, I was in a mood until last night. I told Josh, I'm like, I think I've been in a mood because I've been hot and uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, that checks.
Keeping it real, Josh.
Yeah. Also, have 2 new pieces of merch I'd like to talk about.
Absolutely.
While I was on vacation, I got a text from my salon that my shirt was in, and I'm like, hey, I didn't order a shirt. Didn't know you guys had shirts to be ordered. To find out my mom had gotten us both one. Bless her. And then I had my nail appointment the other night. And yes, I forgot to show you these on Wednesday. I was going to show you because I had my appointment on Tuesday.
They're gorgeous.
I was like, ooh, Wife Wednesday vibes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also bought the glass with the glass straw and the wood top. It says Haven on it that I shared on our Instagram. You're welcome. And they're one of my favorite things now. The glass is not going to be kept at my home because it's glass straw, and my sons love to use straws, and the straws are accessible. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
I feel like we're going to need to put up more shelves behind us.
I know.
And you could put it up on your side.
Literally, this can be the Nicole side display, and that can be the Cena side display. Yeah.
Because eventually, I hope we'll be doing some sort of video streaming.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That would be fun. Totally just right behind that.
My other thought for that is I wouldn't want my front yard to show, and I kind of want to get those faux stained glass, at least on the
straight
bottom.
up.
On the bottom panel here.
I would just do it on the whole panel.
The whole thing. And keep Paisley from barking at it.
Mm-hmm.
She won't be able... I mean, she'll still bark.
Yes. Bless her. I wanted to also mention that Daddy was serving this week. If you caught that ad for the dark with Nicole, literally blown away.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, I would just continue.
So
yes, literally, I'm like, this is what you need to be doing.
Absolutely, he has a gift. Daddy, you have a gift.
He does.
Well, he used to do that kind of stuff with Skills USA.
Yeah.
He did all kinds of like mentorship stuff and creative stuff. And we just know Daddy's a creative.
Yes.
He's a creative.
So since we brought up the dark, do we want to talk about our shows?
Yeah.
Real quick.
So to clear up any sort of confusion.
Nicole had the confusion.
And
we just want to make sure no one else had that confusion because she definitely did.
So while we're only recording 2 official Wife Wednesday podcasts a month, we are recording 2 other podcasts so that way you still get a show every Wednesday.
It's just not on the Wife Wednesday like the
we are
like podcast.
Yeah, so the Wife Wednesday
section.
podcast
is
the show we're recording right now.
Yes.
Which is a part of the Wife Wednesday radio network.
Yes.
Now, the new show, your new show, The Dark.
Yes.
That is under the Wife Wednesday radio network umbrella. But it will have its own channel.
Yeah, you still have to like search for it to hear it.
Yeah, and we'll do better about dropping the socials for that.
We totally
fumbled
have ideas. But and then Cena's also is nerd questing. You have to physically search for it. I listened to the first episode. It was great.
It's on Spotify and all major networks.
Cena's a Spotify girl now.
I'm a Spotify. I converted.
What happened?
Okay?
We never talked about how you became a Spotify
Do you
girl.
want to hear
the
what
Pandora
it was?
Girl. Yeah.
So I think I told you a couple weeks ago, or like a month ago, my debit card number got compromised.
Yes.
And so then I never changed my debit card number for my Pandora account. And then I'm like, I didn't have my debit card yet. And I was like, well, fuck it. Is this the time I switched to Spotify? And I looked up the pricing, and for what Andrew and I were paying for, it was half.
Yeah.
For us both to share a Spotify account, it's $13.99 a month.
Yeah.
Versus we were paying $10.99 a month per person.
Oh my gosh.
With Pandora.
Absolutely.
And now they've been like emailing and texting us saying that they have like couples plans and things. And I'm like, I'm not converting back.
No.
It's done.
Yep.
And
Dunzos.
so that is how we switched to Spotify. And I was tired of the war. And then Spotify has more music.
Yeah, I agree.
It's easier for Spotify, any sort of musician, to put music on Spotify than it is
Pandora.
Pandora
Pandora is something that is becoming
just
obsolete. Basically.
Yeah.
Because Pandora was the thing.
It was the thing. It was the hipster thing.
Yeah.
And now they improved it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, I'm forced to choose now, and I will go with Spotify so Nicole can build me playlists.
Yep. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
All right. You go ahead and share something.
Okay. So
'cause I have less than you.
I'm going to run through two things.
Here for it.
First of all, food has not been tasting so great for me lately. Everything kind of tastes bland.
Yes.
I just I'm not.
That's part of my hyperfixation.
Yeah, nothing's been doing it for me, and I don't know if it's the heat. I'm still hungry.
I honestly think it is.
Sometimes I get hungry, but it's nothing. I'm just okay, that was all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Your taste buds are changing.
Yeah. And along that line with food, because we know your girl got body problems. So I guess if you got a trigger warning talking about weight, this is it.
Yeah.
Next week, or this Wednesday at 2 p.m., I have an appointment with our one, the only Dr. Mark Anthony.
Yes.
Queen. And actually, it's not with Dr. Mark Anthony. It's with
the new girl,
Molly Hastings.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know.
Good
and
luck.
Yeah, so I'm just sort of paranoid because I haven't lost the weight I wanted to lose.
It's okay though.
I know.
Don't need to be
and it's
I
feel like I have to justify that I haven't lost any weight on their scales from the last time they weighed me, but it's I weighed more.
An influx.
Yeah, I weighed more and I've lost 9 pounds since I've been swimming. Okay? I'm working on it. But I was imagining I'd lose 40 pounds before my doctor's appointment.
No, man.
I was I'm going to be skinny. It did not happen. So now I've been anxious. I literally get anxious every single time that I'm going to be too fat for the scale.
Girl.
And they're going to judge me. They're going to be you're that big.
You're not, because I can step on the scale and it's just fine.
Body
Unfortunately.
dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia. But, I have to have this appointment so I can keep getting antidepressants so I don't kill myself.
Yeah.
So. Ugh. But yeah, been feeling weird about my body. Obviously, I can't see the results of swimming 3 to 5 times a week yet. I cannot see them.
You're
and
not
so
going
I'm freaking
to because
out.
you have body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Listen, you look the best you have looked since I met you. Just want you to know that.
Thanks, babe.
Even if you're not the weight that you have been at your lowest, you literally look
Gojo
great.
days.
Oh gosh. Lou,
That's
you
the
look
one
better than
thing-
you did in Gojo.
Thank you.
And I think that's just also a mindset thing.
Yeah.
You're not
I'm at a
goodbye
emotionally
factory
fulfilling
work.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess one other thing before I let you take it off the rest of the way, before my caps lock thing at the bottom.
Okay.
I've been having really vivid dreams lately. Not all of them.
Same.
But I had one about, do you remember that guy Adam I used to hang out with every once in a while?
Yes. Okay. When you shared this TikTok, I thought it was what you were talking about.
So I dreamed about him, that he came to my house and he, like was talking to me, and then he like told me like I was doing okay, and then he left. And I noticed he left his cell phone. So I went to go run out after him, and he came back in the house, and he's like, I really hope it's not too late. And like, he grabs me and kisses me in my dream. And I'm like, what is going on? And he's like, I forget exactly how he said it, but it was so weird. I went and told my dad in the morning.
Yeah.
When I picked up coffee, but just sort of like it wasn't all in your head. It was both sides.
Yeah.
It was just really strange. And my dad's like, yeah, I would have stopped that. Absolutely. I'm like, okay, Dad. And then last night, I had this dream about my high school or elementary high school best friend, right? I had a dream, Cassie.
Yep. That's
had
exactly
a dream
what I was
about
thinking.
her. And then I was out in California with her, and like that she had been trying to get a hold of me and that she needed me. And I just like hugged her, and like I'm like, hey, I'm just glad that you're alive. And I'm like, and I hope you're okay, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was in this hotel, and then St. John showed up, and Catherine, her mother, showed up in my dream. And I'm like, look, here she is. Because no, she's not talking to anyone, which is fine. Like, live your life, boo. I just hope you're happy and you're safe. And I just like woke up, and I had such a weird feeling that I came down and lit a candle for her. I was like, I don't know if that was like a plea for help.
Yeah.
Or something. I'm like, but this is all I can do for you, is light a candle for you.
Yes.
But it was so real and vivid. And there was the beach in it. My hotel was on the beach. And I don't know if wherever she is has a beach. I don't know where in like Sacramento. I don't know if Sacramento is along the beach or not.
I don't.
But in my dream, it was.
Okay, then.
Yeah, but like the shore was like really far. Like the water was really far away.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. And it was just like so vivid, like the weird things I remember from it, about like the shore being really far back, and there were all the seashells on the bottom. It was odd. And then I had another dream about there was this flood water around my house, but this big plexiglass divider was holding like 50 feet of water back. It was bizarre.
Yeah. That's something I don't know if I told you about or need to talk to you about.
No.
Okay. That's off podcast.
Obviously.
Jibber jabber. Okay. Is
that
all you
that's it for
me?
You finish up yours, and then we got a question at the end.
I am going on a weekend getaway with my husband this weekend to Hocking Hills, and I cannot wait. Like, I took half a day at work. I wasn't going to, but it's like a 3-hour drive almost. And
Friday?
Yeah. And so I took a half day, and I was like, you know what? Let's leave early.
Yeah.
Like, I am not all about taking time off just for myself. Like, it has to be for a reason. Like, is it a doctor's appointment? Is it like a full-on vacation? Like, it's not, hey, I'm just going to take off I'm just going to work half the day and go do this.
White collar life.
Yes, literally. It's great. And I just can't wait because I want to read. I want to eat food.
Do you have a hot tub?
Yes.
Thank God.
And then, okay. I am going to rant.
Okay.
For weeks now, I go to the gas station. I go to Bueller's, anywhere. Even in Virginia, Monster Javas, any flavor, has been unavailable. Anywhere. Like, they only have, like, their crazy, like, 300s or whatever.
Yeah. what Jesse drinks.
Yes. And I'm like, what is happening? Nothing online about it. Nothing. And then this whole week, I've been trying to get creamer from Bueller's. Absolutely wiped. They only have the two basics, French vanilla, caramel macchiato, which really I don't like either anymore. So I'm literally just like, what is happening right now? Like,
Worker
what
shortage,
is the shortage?
supply demands.
Yeah, basically. I'm like, is it the container? Is it the ingredients? Is it the workers? Because
is it time to figure out how to make our own?
Literally, that's what I'm thinking.
We should make like simple syrups and then heavy cream.
I'm fine with doing simple syrups because then I just use sweetened condensed milk and I wouldn't use as much syrup. You know?
Sweet.
That's what I was going to do before I got here, but my children let me sleep until 7. You want to know why? Sorry, this is totally off topic, but I got to sleep until 7 o'clock today because my eldest son figured out that, well, he didn't figure out. I told him, I'm like, go get your tablets and for both of you and go in your room and just have some you time in the morning. And Silas literally just lays in his crib watching Cars or whatever. And Titus like runs around, watches on his tablet, whatever. I'm like, as long as you are in your room with the door shut and you are quiet, you can have your tablets in your room together. It was bliss. I don't even remember. Titus didn't even wake me up to like have permission to do that. It was great.
Amazing independence.
I didn't even get to sleep in that much on vacation.
Of course not. Vacation's a chore for a mother.
Dude, it really is. Like, I'm not gonna lie. My mom and sister and brother basically took care of my children.
Thank God.
But they were just happy we were all under one roof. Okay,
Yeah.
Back to the rant. Literally, tell me what you need and I will supply it. Because I need these products in my life. Like, I have creamer at work. And I'm like, if I don't get creamer by next Wednesday, I'm going to have to bring it home. And normally I can have creamer at work for like a month because I only work there 3 days a week. And I only get coffee there 2 days a week because Wednesdays are my coffee morning days.
Duh.
At Starbucks. So, like, I don't know. It's just. And I have a lot of Starbucks points that we need to use. Like, I almost have 800. So, maybe we'll go in the store this afternoon. That's it for my ranting. Just get my products back in stores, please. Because I came back from vacation and I got some from Bueller's. And I don't know if someone's just buying the stuff out, but I'm real annoyed. So, go on.
So, last and final thought.
Yeah.
Nicole, you and I have discussed this before. We've probably discussed it on air, but I want audience feedback, a.k.a. Sean.
Okay.
Sean,
Whoops.
I want you to tell us.
Oh, I was like, what?
Is Nicole...
When you picture us.
When you picture us, either one of us, separate
Not together.
answers.
Not together.
Not together. So, Sean, is Nicole a sun or a moon girl? And am I a sun or a moon girl? And I guess everybody can answer this, but Sean's our most interactive.
We're just doing like a test.
Yeah, I'm doing a test, and I can't explain why.
I know, I really want to explain why.
But it might tamper with
okay, this is what I'm going to say. Could you imagine Cena dancing in a meadow?
Sorry.
In a meadow of flowers with the sun rays
or am I
blasting
dancing
from her
under the moonlight?
Yes.
Like
in the same scenario for me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. We'll give you guys those scenarios.
Those are the scenarios.
Let us know. We're going to put a poll up on Insta.
Because I have a theory and I want to see if it's true or not.
Yeah.
And I have an explanation as to why that theory exists.
And y'all will just have to wait.
You will have to wait
2 weeks.
because I want to see if it's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, girl, hyperfixation station, what's going on?
you go first because I need to put this in before I forget for that week. Sorry.
Okay. So I drive by a Speedway every day to go to work.
Yeah.
And I've been really bad about stopping and getting stuff in the morning.
I saw.
And they have a brand there. It's like 7-Eleven, but not actually 7-Eleven. I don't know how to explain it. But they have these drinks called Replenish, and they're like body armor, but like it's not as much sugar.
Uh-huh.
And then I like to get the low sugar ones too. Ugh. And I have been obsessed with them. Like, they're delicious. I brought them home to my dad. My dad likes them. They have a guava flavor that actually tastes good.
I love guava.
It's so good. And what else? I'm really bad about coffee in the morning and not eating until after work.
Mm-hmm.
You know me.
Yes.
Can't live without my coffee. Again, with Speedway, they have these croissant things, and I'm sure I've gotten a parasite from it or something.
Oh my God.
But it's like they do like a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant, or a sausage, bacon, egg, and cheese croissant, or a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant. And they're delicious.
Yeah.
And so I've kind of had like 3 of them this week. And then, okay, I've been back into video games again. I didn't touch my computer for weeks.
Well, yeah.
It was hot.
Yes.
And I was depressed. But I started playing Ark again, which is the dinosaur game.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a new map. And I love it. And I tamed a dinosaur last night. And it was fantastic. And, okay, so I stole an egg from a nest.
My God.
And I put it on the
audacity.
I know. I put it on the incubator,
Yeah.
and it was my bad for doing it in someone else's base, but I was told I could. And someone took my low-level egg out and killed my baby because it was low level. And they're all like, it has to be 150. And I'm like, leave my motherfucking dinos alone.
Rude.
So then I found a level 85 egg instead of a level 20. And
Gotcha.
so I put that in there, and I'll see if it's still there today. Yeah. If not, I'm right into berated. And then I found when you save games on Steam, they'll like send you emails when they're on sale.
Okay.
And I saved a game that I had been thinking about from like my childhood, and all of a sudden, I already told you this. Mm-hmm. I got an email, and it was 79 cents, and I'm like, okay. And then it was $7 for all 4 complete collection games
that you didn't know existed.
That I didn't know existed. So I'm like, well, of fucking course I'm buying all of those.
Yes.
And so I've been playing that, and it has been nostalgia.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. That's what I've been fixating on.
Okay. So this started like the Friday before vacation. I binge watched like a whole season of Evil, which is on Amazon Prime Video. Evil. It's great. It's basically about this guy. He's becoming a priest, this atheist Indian guy, agnostic, like psychologist in a way person. Mm-hmm. Okay. They all are working for the church, the Catholic Church.
Scandalous fun.
Like figuring out if the claims for exorcism are actually needs for exorcism, or if they're just medical problems, or someone literally just like being dicks and making things happen around them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out the false statements. Yeah. It's great.
Is it a documentary or an actual show?
No, it's an actual show.
Okay.
I have like 1 season left, and it's gotten to the point where I'm like, I'm only finishing this to finish it. It was great, and then they did some stuff with it that made it
not great.
Dang. So, but I'm still like, I have to finish it, so I'm gonna try and finish that this week. Off the topic of food not tasting right to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've only been craving vegetables.
I just want your hummus.
Literally, I was going to make some for you, and I didn't get to, and I apologize. Don't worry. I have to bring your dog's treats, too, that I made.
Yeah. It's okay. Next D&D session, you bring hummus.
Okay, I would.
Extra garlicky, like last time.
Baby, it was great on
It was
vacation.
so good.
Kept the mosquitoes away.
Bam.
Also, my boo boo is all better.
I know. I'm looking at it. I'm like, it looks better. It's still there, but
It's gonna be there for years. It's the scarring of my pink skin.
Your peach.
Yeah.
You bruise like a peach.
Yeah, I do. Okay, sorry. Yesterday, I ate a whole head of broccoli with dill dip for lunch. Like, I had Titus cut up 6 mini cucumbers, 6 or 7. Him and Silas annihilated them for lunch. Just cucumbers.
Cool.
They both tried broccoli, like raw of broccoli. They didn't like it. They like steamed broccoli. Then I had them try raspberries and blackberries. They liked the raspberries.
Blackberries are an acquired taste. They
Yes.
are my favorite, though.
They didn't like them in the afternoon when I washed them. Then we went to Lindsay's and Silas ate half the package. Like, he's going to have purple poop today.
Or green.
Or green.
Sometimes it makes it green.
Yeah. So, throwing that up in the air. And then my last hyperfixation, it's not happening yet, but it will. Well, it is. Tonight, Sunday night, starts Shark Week on Discovery Plus. And I am here for it.
Do you know sometimes
That's
when
what's
I'm
going to make it
laugh
hard to
swimming,
finish evil.
when I'm laugh swimming, sometimes I still get afraid that a shark's going to come and get me.
Listen, I am 31 years old and I was in the deep end at a party at the Y and I was like, is there a shark down there?
That's yes. And then like my heart starts pounding and then I'm like, Cena, it's chlorine. It would die.
Yeah, literally. I have had that terrifying feeling my whole life that in the deep end there are sharks.
Sharks or
And
alligators.
there's literally no reason to it except for my brain thinking it.
All I think,
no one
I'm
has
like,
told me that.
What if someone threw one in behind me? Yeah. And since I swim with earplugs in, I'm like, and I don't hear it.
Yeah, you just don't know.
And like I'm not going to notice a 2-ton animal dropping into the water.
Yeah.
Like, how would they arrange this to happen?
Exactly.
But I'm still afraid every time. Like, it makes my toes tingle.
Yeah, same.
So is that it for this week, you think? And man, we don't do our sign off, do we?
Yeah, I was just leaving it end with the Good job, Cena.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode.
This week's show was recorded by yours truly in our studio in Ohio.
Our show is edited, mixed, and published by the team at Lead Up Studios, and our executive producer is Dustin,
aka Daddy.
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday podcast.
Until next time,
bye.
You've been listening to the Wife Wednesday Radio Network. Wife Wednesday is produced by Lead Up Studios in St. Louis, Missouri. Sound mastering and final production is handled by me, Dustin. Be sure to find, like, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to share the show with your friends. New episodes from the Wife Wednesday Radio Network drop every Wednesday on all major podcast platforms in the U.S. and abroad. To contact the show directly, please email us at info@wifewednesdaypod.com. Thanks for listening.